Alright, some of y'all saw the picture that I posted on Facebook this morning of our shower door, and it had separated here, and as you can see now the shower door is gone. But anyway, we've tried to decide to tackle this thing by ourselves. So what I have found, and I'm not a carpenter, right there is a screw hole. That screw hole holds the track of the door that is now in the other room that slides down in here. I found that much out. I also found it was caught all the way down right here. That's why I couldn't get it. Once I took the screw loose here, it still didn't want to come loose. So, ingenuity, I took my camera so I could see down in it, and I saw there was absolutely nothing holding it. So then I took a pocket knife, started cutting down through here, and it started to separate, and my beautiful bride helped me get it to the other room. So that's where we're at now, and I'll show you what I've got going in. So we brought the door in here, laid on our bed, because I don't want 75-pound of glass broke. And we took this off, and as you can see, it's a pinch type hinge, and it come off right here. There's my finger, right there. This is a beveled type hinge. Alright, and I can't show you from the end, but anyway, this is kind of like a round going into a pinch over here, like so. Alright, so this is what we have found out. This piece of plastic here, is all that little screw has got to bite in right there. And once again, I'm not a contractor, I'm not a carpenter, I'm not a plumber, so I'm flying kind of blind on this. So how am I supposed to get this to stay in there, standing upright, while I'm trying to put this back on the wall and line up the screw hole, etc. so on. So what I want to do is get this piece here lined up inside the track here and stay put while I put it back together. So what other choice do I have except a little dab of hot glue? I'm going to lay the phone down. And I'm hoping I put the little suckers in right, because they fell out as soon as I went to pull on the door. So with that said, now back to this part here. And what I've come to the conclusion is there's a piece missing at the top. There's like a hinge, a barrel pin or something that goes in right here in the bottom. I know it's dirty. We inherited this. Anyway, there's a barrel pin right here, and I'm not sure what this is about. I'm sorry. I'm not sure what this barrel pin's about here, other than it's to keep this thing from collapsing. Right here, we get this funky funk cleaned out of here since we got it down. But that's the next step. And through the miracle of time, I have got the door. See, we've got our hinge back on. We've got our plastic pieces are in place. I hope and pray I got them in the right place, but it's just a small dab of, but see, my hinge is working now. Now, one thing I left out when I went to put this back together is still wanting to separate right here. Hello, Rusty. There's Rusty the Wonder Dog. Hey, you're on the World Wide Web, bub. Yeah, that's my guard dog. Anyway, this is still wanting to come apart right here. I'm sorry, I'm trying to get the angle right. This is still wanting to pull out right here. So, my thought is, and I know this is probably some Leroy engineering. Like I said, this is just a video of this. We're going to take this back apart and clean everything up. So, and I do recommend, I don't know that it's probably the right thing, but I use just a little bit of Jergens lotion to lube this up. I didn't want to put something like a petroleum product or oil or something that over time may get gummy. I know that the Jergens, that's actually great value. Anyway, I know that it would not jam up. So with that said, what I ended up doing, because it kept wanting to separate right here, I took my wide blade straight bit screwdriver and I'll right here just like so, and yeah, I put some burrs on it, but I'm also going to run a bolt in right here just a little bit to kind of spread all this out so that it will bite this. And you know, it may work for 6 months, it may work for 6 years, but I was told at Lowe's that my only recourse was to replace the whole door. There's no fix for it. You can't fix it. It can't be fixed. You need a new door. And I'm not picking on Lowe's, but anyway, the cheapest one was $299, and that was for the plain Jane. And the most expensive one, well, no, one of the more expensive ones was $700. I don't need to spend $700 today. So as I told my beautiful bride, what do we got to lose? It won't close. So anyway, we're going to clean this thing up, put it back together, and when I get it back up through the magic of time, we'll be back and you'll either see a shower door up or you may not. So stay tuned. Okay, boys and girls, we found out that gluing it, I know Julie, you're in the shower, that gluing it here, like I did, hey Julie, that gluing it here. All right, boys and girls, this is what we learned. The part that I glued this plastic piece to when I glued it to the track, don't do that. Do not do that. I think I'm right, because we couldn't get the door to go on. Now what I think we're learning, because you can't find no directions anywhere, that's why I'm making a video. This pinches the door, and then you will apply your silicone, seal it back here, and of course we're going to reseal back here. Sorry for the video the way it is, but anyway, this part here I glued to the inside of here. I can't help it, Julie, you're going to win the video. Here, I glued it here. Well, that don't work. What you do is you put the sucker back up. I didn't know it's supposed to take screws out. I do now, so hopefully this will help somebody. Anyway, we're going to see if we can get the door back in place, and I'll be back. All right, so Julie, see, have you got the? I got
Hold on a minute.
Huh?
Hold on a minute.
What are you holding on about?
Oh.
All right, another step that we learned this time, if we ever have to do it again. There's my fix. Right there is a sheet metal screw that we had, so it didn't cost us a dime except some time. Before you tighten the screws up back here, there will be a gap in this right here. You see where I'm pointing right there, where these two plates meet. This definitely needs to be caulked before you put it together. I do not have any caulk right now. I will before the day's out. I may make another video of that, just showing you putting the bead of caulk in there, and then Julie bolted it back up. So with that, we say, what do you say, Mom? What do you call it?
Burning Daylight Farms,
NC?
NC.
And we are?
Out here.
Alright, I wasn't able to film us putting it back, taking it back down, putting it back together. I should have had my tripod set up, but it's just been a long day. Want to get done with it. I did run yeah, you can see, I run a bead of caulk down through here before I put the door back up. And we ran a bead of caulk right here on the inside where these two pieces meet. And I actually came back and touched up the places because I think I might have sprung it a little bit trying to get it apart earlier today, the first time. But, whoop, sorry. Now, I don't know. I need my helper in here, but I ain't got my helper. It's not dragging, that's just the gasket. Ta frickin' da. I said, all it took was I took the caulk from Lowe's because we had to go back to Greensboro anyway, and that machine screw that we already had, and just trying to figure it out. So with that said, I think we're gonna call it a day. So, from Burning Daylight Farms NC, Julie?
We're out of here.
She says we're out of here. Y'all have a good night.